Attention, everybody. I am Marshall Mueller. Some may know me as DM666, as David Miller 666, as David Brian Miller, that's my full legal name, or David Brian Michael Miller, if you want to include my confirmation name. But anyway, I've now been given a title. I'm now Marshall Miller. Marshall Miller. Because I fear that we're in very troubling times, friends. Introduce you. Oh, here's Minnie. Oh, you okay? Oh, Minnie's here. And we got Daisy. Oh, watch out. Oh, no. We got Daisy. We got the pink bunny here. And we got Paxi. They're here with me. We're actually outside of the Goodwill store here in South County. South St. Louis County. At the Goodwill store. Retail store donation center. I was going to talk to them about their donations and just see what kind of things they're looking for. See what would they think about this item. Doll of the world that my late mother left for me. It's part of her Happy Meal collection. It was in that bag. $1983. 4-star, distributed by 4-Star International Trading Company. Collect them all, it says. I don't know if I have all of them. Probably not. But already we know that Trump, that this Kim and Korea, that these others, that they're obviously unfit to rule. These nation states have to follow all of them if they're going to threaten us, human beings, and other organisms on Earth with hydrogen bombs. You know they've been doing that recently. It's been in the news. Both Trump and Kim threatening human beings, living organisms on Earth with hydrogen bombs, folks. These are the most horrific weapons ever devised, folks. Do you understand these hydrogen bombs? I'll bet you don't really. It's incomprehensible. It's incomprehensible what these things could do to us. Because we are the targets. You see, in this kind of warfare, we are the targets. Us living organisms on Earth, including us human beings. As these illegitimate nation states continue to coerce us into permitting them to exist when they have obviously no moral legitimacy whatsoever. They obviously have no true moral authority whatsoever if they would threaten human beings and other living organisms with hydrogen bombs. Well, my goodness. Well, they must be the most deranged criminals in history that would do that to us. That these must be our own worst enemies, these ones in government, these ones in this military-industrial complex. They say, well, you can all be the targeted individuals, all you citizens. You can sit there and the sitting ducks as our targeted individuals. Well, us belligerent bullies, antisocial types, achieve our positions of power and then bully you with hydrogen bombs, with even the threats of using them. Should provoke great anxiety. It does in me. So some of these bombs in this class, folks, are called doomsday bombs. To give you some idea of what they're capable of, Now I know there's some general coming from the Pentagon and saying, oh, we can make micro nukes, which they probably used on the World Trade Center when these conspirators brought it down. And have told us lies ever since then. Have never ever heard the true story. They hide behind many lies. It's classified, this is secret, this is... And try to say we're in an open democracy while doing that. I mean, come on, it's a farce. It's an absolute farce. These governments have no legitimacy at all. We need to go to the United Nations. We need to ask them to all dissolve now. They obviously have no legitimacy, no moral authority. No moral authority, no moral legitimacy. They're threatening human beings and other living organisms with hydrogen bombs, folks. These are horrific weapons. You know, if you've seen the movies of the Hiroshima bombs, these are bombs that could be 1,000 times more powerful. These bombs could obliterate, for example, southern Illinois, for example. These are bombs that could take out Manhattan and the entire, in fact, all the boroughs in New York City. I'm sure. Or Tokyo, or Mexico City, or any city on Earth. Bombs that could be 10 megatons, not 10 kilotons, like they were at Hiroshima. These could be 10 megatons. Equivalent to 10 megatons of TNT being dropped on living organisms on Earth. How could these deranged criminals remain in power? How could we allow their governments to continue, folks? Us citizens. We're the targeted individuals they're going to drop those bombs on. You know, this is outrageous. This is outrageous. What kind of world are we living in? What kind of sociopaths are governing us? Who could even conceive of such a thing? Who could even imagine it? You know, even a fictional story would be troubling. But in reality, folks, it's real. I know a lot of you, you think we didn't go to the moon. You think, oh, the Earth's flat. Oh, you folks, you're being all deceived. Folks, I'll bet these bombs are real. I'll bet they really have them. I bet they really work. I bet they work far better than we hoped they would. Because I hope they wouldn't work at all. I'll bet they're very efficient at causing widespread catastrophe and destruction of a magnitude never seen before on Earth by human activity, caused by human activity like that. These would be as powerful as the most powerful volcanoes you can imagine. That yes, you could have very powerful volcanism occur in the billions of years of Earth's geological history. I would suggest their force would at least be equivalent to that, to the greatest volcanoes that ever occurred on Earth. And we are the targeted individuals. They were just to go on about our lives and just, oh, don't worry about that. Let Mr. Trump and Mr. Putin and the Queen of England and the ones in Israel there and the ones in France and China and India and let them all just worry about that. Let the ones in Pakistan and Iran and what other nations will soon acquire these weapons. Let them worry about that. These learned, fine men that we have as leaders, These morally upright, humanistic people are so concerned about our futures and our families and our children and our homes, aren't they? That they would wave around these hydrogen bombs and threaten us like this. That they would have that as a possibility. Oh yes, this is rational, plausible. Yes, we can do this. We can just incinerate trillions of dollars in real estate in a blink of an eye. Make it uninhabitable for perhaps centuries. Who knows? Even in the best case scenarios for decades. You know, even the ones who paint the rosiest pictures of these things. The apologists for them. I'm very troubled by it, folks. I'm very, very troubled by it. I don't think we should tolerate it. I think we citizens of Earth must demand that these governments be dissolved now. If this is what they have in mind. If this is what they have in store for us, they need to be dissolved now. They have no moral legitimacy whatsoever. That's the opinion of David Mueller 666. DM 666, who lives in Judaism in Egypt, in southern Illinois there. These are perilous times, folks. These are perilous times. Look how they're just all oblivious of it. You know, in my community of 10,000 people, it's so quiet at night. What are they doing to us? They're all so docile. That everybody is so quiet. Even the dogs don't bark. The birds rarely chirp. What are they doing to us? What kind of control mechanisms are they employing on us now? These hidden weapons. Directed energy weapons. They're keeping us in this hypnotic daze. This hypnotic fugue that we're all in. While these Satans in human bodies plan this catastrophe, devise how they'll carry it out, and inflict it on us targeted individuals. You might want to think about it over the weekend, folks, because these are very serious matters. This is very serious. Somebody better start, besides David Mueller. How come nobody else is talking about it? How come nobody says nothing about it except for David Mueller? Oh, so he's the crazy guy, right? Oh, he's on drugs or he's crazy to say such a thing. I said, all right, they better get these world leaders, they better get them on the dope that I've been doing. They better get them on dope too, so they'll know what I'm talking about. And this will not occur anymore. Just think about that for a while. Chew on that for a while. Bye, folks. Thanks for listening. I'll see you later, hopefully. Be love. Don't let it get you all. Don't let it push you in the wrong direction. Be love. Be calm and be love. The stethoscope. Be love. Be love. Be love. Be